Hi everyone, welcome again to Mike and Christelle podcast. Today we have an interesting topic for you. We want to talk about lying in marriage. So the question is, why do couples lie to each other? Why couples lie to each other? Do marriages need lies to survive? You know, we may not conclude that every couple, every marriage, people lie to each other. We don't know that. We don't have those facts. But we've heard of many people who lie to each other. It's common for people to withhold some information, you know, not necessarily lie.
That's a good one. Yeah. Yes. Lying to each other sounds as if, it can be intentional.
Yes.
But also, it's like when you say withholding information, it sounds a little bit respectful.
Yes.
It sounds a little bit more,
polite
and
or
caring.
loving, caring.
Yes,
exactly.
Yes.
It's common for couples to withhold information.
So I spend the money, but I withhold the information from you because I'm caring about you.
Exactly.
That's what we're talking about.
Or exaggerate. Say something and try to amplify it for different reasons. Why do couples lie to each other? Why lying in marriage? There are some reasons why people lie to each other.
Why people withhold some information.
Okay, let's call it withhold. That's a very polite way.
I'm withholding some information.
Withhold information.
Yes.
Okay. One of the reasons is to protect the other person. If you think, if they know the truth,
it's going to
hurt their feelings.
Yeah.
So you withhold
information.
The information.
Yes.
Okay. You don't lie.
So you're trying to protect the other person. Therefore, you're withholding the information.
Withhold.
Which is a lie.
Yes. But let's call it that way. Yes.
And you're trying to protect them. So number one, you're trying to protect the other one.
So for example, lying about looks, you know. So if your wife asks you, how do I look? Most of the time, some men will just lie about it. You look great, babe. Or vice versa.
Can you tell your wife that she doesn't look great?
We are saying why people lie. People lie to avoid to hurt each other's feelings. We have a story in Congo. I don't know if you've heard this story of Ndata Sango, an old man who married a young girl. And in marriage, everything the young girl cooked was praised by the guy. Like he praised every when the girl puts too much chili, the guy would say, this is
amazing.
Awesome.
Yes.
When the girl puts too much salt, the guy will say, I've never tasted such an amazing food. And if the girl put no salt, he will say, how did you come up with this
He's very appreciative.
Recipe?
He's withholding unnecessary information to make sure his bride is happy. That's such an amazing man.
It's still lying. We can call it withholding information or not. But Ndata Sango was clever because he was praising everything the young girl was doing. Yes. So that is one of the reasons why.
Yeah, that could also be the same the other way around. So the wife could tell a lie to the husband that the food is absolutely amazing because it doesn't want to hurt her husband because her husband did a great job.
Yes.
Came back from work tired or whatever, and then cooked the food. So he's like, the food is amazing. It's delicious.
It's great.
Yeah.
Or you see the intention. Your husband brings you a gift. You don't like it, but you're like, oh, babe, thank you. That's amazing. No, thank you is not a lie, but to say it amazing, I really love it, while you don't, that is withholding information. Or to avoid conflict,
Yeah, but I'm feeling like... I'm feeling like when it's about, let's say, for example, like a nice gesture like that, like your wife or your husband is bringing something that they thought of you. And then they bring, it's not necessarily beautiful as you would think,
you don't like it.
But the intention, you don't necessarily hate it. You can not like, and it doesn't necessarily have to go to hate immediately. It can be, I wouldn't have chosen that if it was me.
Yes.
But I see the intention behind. I'm feeling like that's, I think the amazing, this is amazing, I love it, is talking about the intention. I don't know. I'm feeling like it's not about the gift as such. It's about the intention. It's like Ndata Sangu, for example. I don't think that I really feel
praising your spouse's effort is not a lie. But saying it's awesome, like this food is amazing, that is a lie. It's not amazing. You can just say thank you for this food. You can praise your spouse's effort without lying. Okay, or to protect your partner from not just hurting their feelings, but sometimes some partners overreact. And because you know their reaction, you want to protect them from doing that. So you can withhold. People do. Now, I'm not saying you should do it. We're just saying what happens. You withhold information so that you think you're protecting them.
They're being wise.
You may call it wisdom. So they don't hurt themselves, or they don't hurt someone else, or they don't hurt you. You withhold that information. You know how if your spouse overreacts on things, and you know if you tell them this, they're going to call that person and insult them or cause chaos. Then you say, okay, I'm not going to tell you this. So again, people do withhold information for that kind of reason, or maybe just to hide difficult truth, like to hide your mistakes. And that is the common lying that we hear. If you've done something, and then you just feel like if I tell them, they're going to
I'm feeling that there's a level. There's so much. There's different levels. It's not good to lie. Like, of course, I'm not saying that's good to lie.
Yes.
I'm just saying there's levels. For example, if you're hiding your mistakes, that is absolute. That's just like, that's big. That's huge. To me, like the person, like that, I feel like that's huge, because when they find out, they'll be like, it's going to be a break of trust.
But some cultures encourage people to lie.
True.
Some cultures will tell you don't tell your wife this. You never tell your husband this. So this is between you and that. They never tell your wife this about your family. Never tell your husband this about your family, or things like that. You never share. You will see someone will have a different bank account or doing something without telling their spouses. And the culture not only tolerates but encourages that. So people lie for different reasons in marriage. And talking about what you were just saying, yes, there are levels. I think there are levels. They're different. I don't think there are different levels of sin in terms of...
not
before God.
Not before God.
I think there are levels of lies.
Yeah, you're right.
I can say one is...
They're not different. They're all lies.
But
I think maybe the effect.
Maybe some are more consequential and some are not.
Different consequences.
Let's say some are small lies.
They all lie. Let's call
some are small and some are big. Could you call them like that?
Yeah, I think so.
Or some are strong, some are, I don't know, some are... Okay, let's call them small and big. What do you think?
Yes.
Let's call
small lies
small
and big
lies like dishonest compliment. Like when Ndata Sangu, when you praise your spouse for the food they cooked and you say the food is amazing.
Do you know love can make you feel that?
No, if it's not a lie, if you don't know, if you're just praising someone because that's how you feel, that's not a lie. What if that
guy is actually loving the food?
And that's not a lie.
It's amazing food. I'm just going to add a little bit of salt.
That is not a lie, my babe. That's not a lie. It's a lie when you are not enjoying it, but you're saying, amazing. That is a lie. A lie. It becomes a lie when you... I can't say when you intentionally, but when you withhold the truth, that becomes a lie.
That's a very tiny lie then.
No, it's still a lie. It's still a lie, babe. Let's call it small lie. Let's call it small lie. A compliment that is not truthful. You know, sometimes you may not like the makeup of your spouse, your wife, or you may not like my haircut. You know, just like, babe, I'm
having a hard time.
If you don't like that, you don't like it.
No. I'm having a hard time seeing a spouse.
Yes.
Tell the other one
the truth. Like, I don't like your hairstyle today.
Yeah,
that's the truth.
Can you imagine?
Yes.
That is trouble.
Okay. Why?
They went to the salon, like
you took your time. You took your time.
Went to the salon.
Barber shop. I did all my
cut
thing.
their hair and then came back home.
Why not blame the barber guy?
Comes back home. But why blame the barber guy? The barber guy didn't do anything wrong. He just did his job.
He did a bad job.
No. And then it comes home. He's like, "What do you think?"
Yes.
And you tell me that's ugly. That's really bad.
Yes, that's exactly the truth. If you don't like it, for example, if you do your makeup, if someone else did your makeup, and I say, "Oh, they really abused it, misused
their makeup skills,"
that's not lying.
Yeah.
But if you did it, if you did your own makeup, and I come and say, "Babe, what happened to you today?"
Yeah.
People avoid to do that because it's your effort. You've put time to prepare. You spend time in you're doing your makeup, and then when you come out, if I don't like it, lying is when I praise it while my heart is not praising it.
What if I like it?
It is a lie for me to praise it if my heart does not praise it.
Okay, cool.
Big lies, I would say, when it's now very consequential, like finances.
Finances,
yes.
Things that are...
When you spend money without telling your spouse, when you... Or now very big, like cheating or things like that.
Yeah.
When you do things that may affect your relationship on a bigger scale. I think all lies affect the relationship somehow, but okay.
All of them, I think, whether small or big, they affect the relationship.
Yes, like past relationships or family history,
whatever that may be. Like that's consequential.
Past experiences in life. I think those things need to be.
If past experiences, it goes into another subject, but like things that you like a mistake that can affect the other person.
It's still a lie if they ask you.
Yes, if
your spouse asks you, did your father did this or did your mom did this or did your parent did this?
True.
And
that's
you
a lie.
hide that information. That's a lie.
Yeah.
You need to tell the truth. Yes. That happened in my family, or even some sicknesses are genetic, and people hide that. You hide some genetic sicknesses, and then when it comes to your children or stuff like that, people begin to, those are different kind of lie that people. So the impact of lying, how does lying affect us?
First of all the lies are bad. So for lying is a sin.
Yes. Yes.
That's a big deal already for Christians. That is a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big deal for everybody, but for for Christians, that is a sin. Lying is a sin.
Spiritually, yeah.
So you're spiritually affected by that. You're opening doors for
the enemy to
kind
into
of
marriage.
Into your marriage. Yeah.
So it affects your relationship with God, and it affects. It opened the door to the enemy.
Yeah.
Even though it's about just food, like praising your makeup or something. It's still a sin.
It is a sin.
It's still a sin.
Yeah. I'm having an issue with the praising thing there because I can see the intention. I'm seeing much more of that, like something huge, like something like praising the makeup and everything. I don't see that as a big deal, really.
My point, babe.
I understand what you mean. I see the intention because there's an intention behind that. The intention of the person is to try and make the other one.
Yes.
They've seen the effort because they know the effort they put in, The result did not come out good.
Yes.
But the effort. But that's
why not
different.
praise the effort? Why not say,
yeah,
I really love the fact that you spend time doing your makeup.
Yeah.
Or I thank you for cooking this food. Thank you for cooking for us.
Yeah.
If she asks you or he asks you, oh, how is the food? Then you're in trouble because you have to tell the truth. You have to be like, oh, the food is not. It's not.
To my liking.
It's not ideal. The food is not ideal. We can do better. You can praise your spouse's makeup or your spouse's dress or
haircut.
Without really lying. You can say, I appreciate the effort you put into cooking this or to doing this makeup without saying, I love it. It looks great. If it doesn't look great, it doesn't look great. You don't have to say it doesn't look great. You don't have to say it. But you can still praise the effort. If she asks you or he asks you, what do you think about it? Does it look good? Then you have to tell the truth. You have to say, you've done better. You've done better.
Trouble. I think you can say it this way. You can say, it's really good.
Yes.
Just a little bit more salt will help. Like maybe a bit of salt.
Yeah.
Or
if you start with it's really good, that's a lie because it's not.
No, it's good.
No. We are talking about a situation
good,
where
but if you add
it's
a bit
not good.
It's the reason why it's, oh Lord, that's
bad.
That's
what we are talking about. Like when you don't like it, it's really bad.
Oh.
It's not a lie if it's good and you just say it's good. Yeah. That's not a lie.
Yeah.
But if it's really bad, it's something that they messed up. Like it's a bad food.
It's burnt.
It's smelling bad. It tastes bad. Everything, you don't like it. That's the problem, because you can't say it's good, but you can add some salt. No, it's not good at all. You have just to be honest and say this food is just bad. Like, I think couples should be able to receive honesty from the other side without being offended.
Yeah, I agree.
It's better when the other side will be able to tell you your makeup is just bad. Oh, that shirt you're wearing does not suit you.
I agree with the honesty. Yes. Tell each other that you have to be able to have the freedom to tell each other that that's really not doesn't look good or whatever. Yes. But the way you say it should be a big deal.
I agree.
Because if you say it's really bad, I don't know what to, that's kind of, it becomes disrespectful. But there's a way you can say it's bad without, it's also part of exaggerating. You don't have to be like, it's bad. Yes. You don't have to do that.
You should say,
you can say,
give an example.
Thank you for putting the effort of cooking this food, but
yes,
it's really bad. I'm sorry, but I can't eat it. I think.
Yeah,
did you taste it? Did you taste a little bit? Can you taste a little bit? I don't think it's gonna make it better, but
I think so. We should be comfortable with each other, so we can tell each other when things are bad and when things are good.
Yeah.
Because you do that with me.
Yeah. You do that with me as well.
You ask me. How do you see this? What do you think about this makeup? And I'm free to tell you, I don't like it today. Yeah. You've tested some new product, and I tell you, I don't like it.
Product?
No, like some new.
Yeah, a product. That's good. It works.
You call them.
It works. It works.
Yeah,
product.
Whatever name you call them, and I will tell you, no, that one doesn't work with you, and you just throw it away. So, and I appreciate that. Thank you for that.
Yeah, same thing. Same
I think
here.
We have to be
same
open.
Here. I tell you, like when I was away, you went to that barber person because I went. And then they did your hair really bad.
Yes,
oh,
my wife cut my hair. Back, she's my barber.
When I saw you, I was like,
girl.
Oh.
Yeah, they messed up with my hair. They did not do well.
That's
they did not do well. So I missed you that time. I missed you. But you said it. I think couples should be able to tell each other the truth, no matter how you think it's going to affect the other person. Another thing that I think the consequence of lying, somehow lying affects your trust, like it or not. It affects the trust in the relationship. Yeah. Even if it's just small white lies, at the end of the day, they affect the marriage. At the end of the day, after lying many times, even if they are just small compliment lies, once the other person begins to realize that they were not truthful, it begins to affect trust. I've seen people being hurt more by discovering the truth than being told the truth in time.
Yeah. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense because discovering the truth tells you that, so if I didn't discover this, you wouldn't have told me.
Yes.
And that breaks the trust, really. Yeah. Like that's just it's big, hard. That's huge. But if you, however the truth looks, however if you just bring it by yourself.
Say it. Yeah.
Usually people, I've heard people forgive each other easily with that one.
If you brought it
up by yourself, be like, this is what happened, I did this, whatever. But if the other one discovers it, it's not good for
it's not couples. Good. Yeah. Lies hurt more when they get exposed.
It's not good.
It's bad. Yeah. So I think that's another, even if it's just small ones, even if it's just about makeup or about clothing.
You have an issue with makeup, indeed.
No. I just I know how important makeup is to you guys. That's why I
leave our makeup.
Okay.
Yes.
As hard as it is, in a relationship, truth is a currency.
Yeah, it is.
It's important.
It is, because at the end of the day, especially for Christians, at the end of the day, you are accountable to God. So therefore, some things you do, even in life, you do them because you are accountable to God. They may not be the easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
They're not maybe enjoyable even.
Yeah.
But you do them because you're accountable to God. So, and if you lie to your spouse, you go against that.
Yeah. Maybe some thought we can bring concerning telling each other the truth in marriage. I think it's important, as you said before, babe, to find the right place, the right tone, and the right time.
That's a big deal.
To share something.
Yeah.
The fact that you want to tell the truth doesn't mean you have to tell your story or you have to address things everywhere all the time. And sometimes that is a mistake that people make.
Yeah.
When you have to say something, find the right time when the person is ready, or the right atmosphere, the right environment, the right tone. Say it as you said, say it in the right way. For example, if you want to confess something, you find a place where you are just the two of you, where you can talk about things and allow the person to process the emotion of it. Or if you want to address something, you want to rebuke something, you want to bring something to the other person's attention.
Maybe not rebuke, but bringing to their attention.
To their attention. Yeah. You don't bring it to the attention in the presence of the children or the presence of other people. Also when they're tired, they're coming from work, and then you are addressing this behavior that you think they've been, something. I think finding the right time, the right place, and the right tone to address issues is the first thing that you need to do. Yeah,
that's good.
Also,
right time, right tone, right atmosphere.
Yes.
Sometimes you can even create the atmosphere.
Yes, of course.
You can create that atmosphere.
At the end of the day, you do it out of love. They say truth without love is rudeness. Sometimes people will say, I speak the truth, I speak the truth, but you're just rude. You're just rude. You say things to people that in the way that, it's not loving.
Seems good to you.
Yes.
But it's not loving to the other person. It's not loving.
Yeah. Truth without love is rudeness. And love without truth is hypocrisy. That's what we're talking about in that asangu there. The praising everything, praising everything. You never correct anything. You never address anything. That is hypocrisy. We have to accept the fact that we can make mistakes, and when it's time to address them, we address them.
Maybe talk to someone who's older and wiser.
Yes.
That's why it's important for couples to have like
a mentor or something.
Mentors, people who have done the journey before you guys, who you can go to even when you've done a mistake and you tell them, I don't know how to say this. I need your help. So if you have those people in your life.
Somebody you both respect.
Somebody you both honor. You both.
Preferably a couple.
People who have walked that journey you are in. So for example, if those people are in your lives, you can speak to them and tell them, look, I did something really bad and I don't know how to tell this to my spouse. So I would love you to help me. I don't know how to do it. Would you please help me? And then they would kind of walk that journey with you and, find a way, advise you even, or even come with you or have it, make arrangement where you guys can come together and talk about it. And
I think couples should also cultivate, or should build a culture of telling the truth in their marriages. Truth should become a culture to you. The person who is telling the truth feels comfortable to say the truth, and the person who is receiving the truth should feel comfortable to hear the truth. Because some couples suffocate truth. Like they build a culture where you can't tell the truth.
Because you get backlashed all the time.
Exactly. The other person doesn't listen, or the other person overreacts all the time, or the other person, something just that makes you feel like if you tell them the truth, things are not going to go well.
And if it's something that you've done over and over and over and over, you give them the right to overreact when you tell them that again. Like if you tell them the same thing over and over, there's an issue you guys need to deal with. Like there's bigger issue you need to deal with.
We are not defending mistakes. We are not defending like you have the right to always make mistakes or repeat the same mistakes, and because you're going to tell the truth. That's not what we are saying. No, that's another conversation. We are not trying to say that. We're just saying there should be a culture of truth in your relationship. Where it's easy to tell the truth,
between the two of you. Yeah.
That you will avoid some mistakes if you build a culture of telling the truth.
Yeah.
The culture of truth. But it doesn't mean that it's a green light to make mistakes because you will tell each other.
Yeah.
No, that's not what we are trying. We are trying to say. And God loves the truth. So he will bless your marriage if you are honest with each other.
I like the way you just said that God loves the truth. Because the Bible says that the truth sets you free.
Sets you free, yeah.
Which means that the person who is not telling the truth, they're actually in bondage.
Yeah.
So
that's true. Or a marriage that people don't tell each other the truth is in bondage.
Exactly, yeah. So it's way, way better, healthier if you tell the truth. And this is a beautiful culture that people who are getting married, who are kind of in the dating era, can cultivate.
Start
practicing and do it. And then by the time they, living together, it's something easy.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for stopping by our YouTube channel. If you got something out of it, please share it with somebody, like and subscribe, and also leave a comment.
And let us know where you are watching from so we can pray for you. We hope to see you back here again.
Bye.